Hi everybody, it's Honest John. Let me tell you something. People of Texas, they love the death penalty. There's nothing like an execution to brighten up a Texas day. And it doesn't really matter if the man is innocent or guilty. George W. Bush, in addition to executing a guy who was mentally retarded, also executed a guy by the name of Claude Jones. Now, Claude Jones was convicted on the basis of a hair found at the crime scene. The prosecution said the hair belonged to him. Now, the guy, Mr. Jones, he asked it to be DNA tested. George W. Bush refused and went ahead with the execution. But see, the Innocence Project got a hold of that hair, and they did the DNA testing. Of course, it was too late for Mr. Jones, but they found out that that hair didn't belong to Mr. Jones. It belonged to the victim. Then we have Rick Perry and the case of Cameron Todd Willingham. He was convicted of arson and the murder of his family. And typical of Texas, there was the usual police and prosecutorial misconduct. But then actual experts came in and they reinvestigated the case. And they found out that the evidence didn't support the conviction. So they went to Governor Rick Perry and they told him that. But Rick Perry, being the kind of Texan that he is, he ignored that. He gave the go-ahead to have Mr. Willingham executed. And then when the panel kept investigating and finding out more and more stuff about all the things that were done wrong in that case, he fired everybody. He disbanded that panel, got rid of them. See, he wasn't the kind of man to let the matter of innocence get in the way of an execution. That's the thing. For some reason or another, if you do an execution in Texas, you really get a lot of political points out of that. And like I said, it doesn't matter. The guy can be innocent, you still get political points. When Kay Bailey Hutchinson was running against Rick Perry, she gathered a focus group to see if maybe they should kind of talk about that stuff in their ads against Rick Perry. One of the guys in the focus group said, it takes a lot of balls to execute an innocent man. Well, I hate to tell you this, dude, but it doesn't. It doesn't take any balls at all. What it takes is faith in the stupidity of Texans. So, now they may like that stuff in Texas, but here in America, we don't like that shit. We don't like innocent people being executed for political gain. Matter of fact, the way we kind of look at it here in America is that that's murder. That's murder. Executing an innocent man when you know he's innocent ain't no difference between taking an axe to your wife and family or going into a grocery store and shooting the clerk. It's murder. Rick Perry is a murderer. And we don't like that here in America. See, George Bush, he got away with it. He even got to be president. Let me tell you something. Look around. Look at the state of our country. See, that's what happens when you put that kind of man into office. Now Rick Perry, he wants to be president. I say, that ain't gonna happen. How about instead of that, let's execute him. Let's strap him in and execute him. And we'll strap George Bush right in beside him. Execute him too. 2 executions at the same time. Hey, I think Texans will like that. Thanks for listening.